There is a good chance you'll commit suicide, slowly, silently, and if you finish this video, it'll be knowingly. Most deaths in the USA are not from tragic accidents or unpredictable diseases. They're suicides in slow motion, camouflaged as lifestyle choices. We rarely die because of bad luck. We die because we stop giving a fuck about our health, our purpose, our habits, and our future. And we think this is normal. Let me show you. Every year in the US, about 3 million people die. And we love to act like it's random, like we have no control. Let's destroy this illusion together. 700,000 people a year kill themselves with heart disease, which is preventable in most cases. About 400,000 people a year kill themselves with obesity and type 2 diabetes. They could have prevented their deaths and healed in most cases. 200,000 people a year kill themselves by overdosing and lung cancer. They knew the risk of drugs and tobacco. 50,000 people a year kill themselves with suicide as we know it, which would be like a self-inflicted bullet, a pill, or maybe a jump from a high place. That's 14 times as many people kill themselves with heart disease than suicide. 8 times as many with obesity and type 2 diabetes than suicide, and 4 times as many with overdosing and lung cancer. Of the top 10 ways that people die in the US, over 2 million kill themselves every year from poor health habits. Suicide ranks 10th on that list. Those people aren't dying from freak accidents. Those are people eating, drinking, and sedating themselves to death. And we like to think that death happened to them, as if they had no control or no choices. Like the Grim Reaper just spontaneously appeared. We are the most overfed, inactive, overmedicated, and uninspired generation in history. I'll say that again slower for those who got distracted. Overfed, inactive, overmedicated, and uninspired. We have more gyms than ever, but more people sitting on the couches. We've got access to the healthiest foods, but we choose ultra-processed garbage. We have virtually an endless amount of free education through libraries, podcasts, YouTube videos, and free courses. But we binge watch Netflix and TikTok instead. Why do you think so many people have chosen an unhealthy lifestyle? A theory I have is that discipline has been replaced by dopamine. We'd rather feel good for 10 seconds than build a life that feels good for decades. You don't need a doctor. You need discipline with healthy habits. You don't need a pill. You need more purpose. And you don't need more time. You need more courage. Most people aren't depressed. They're just disconnected from themselves. They identify much more with their circumstances, situations, than their powers and their potentials. They're not sick. They're weak, physically, mentally, and spiritually. If you died today, went to heaven, and God asked you why you didn't live your life more fulfilled, what would be your excuses? That you were unequipped, you didn't have enough opportunities, or you didn't have enough time? We live in the most convenient time in history. In the US, we don't even have to leave our homes. Everything you need can be delivered to your door. And there's plenty of careers you can do from home. Convenience and comfort are killing us. I talked about this in my video about accountability. You want food? There's Uber Eats. You want validation? Post something and wait. You want to numb out? There's drugs, alcohol, sugar, Netflix, or OnlyFans. What is your medication to soothe your ego when you have problems? Here's a life's truth. Your ego doesn't want to hear. You're either in a problem or on your way into a problem. The cliche, if it's not one thing, it's another, is 100% accurate. Most people use it as an excuse to stay who they are. The most successful use it as an excuse for who they become. Comfort has created a nation of addicts, addicted to ease, to stimulation, and approvals. What dies first is not the body. It's the dreams of a fulfilling life. It's the belief that it can be yours and the enthusiasm to get there. We don't have a health crisis. We have a meaning crisis. People are living without vision, without conviction, without any reason to fight for their life. They stop striving for a greater life. They coast through it and then crash, like a plane that ran out of momentum. It's time for you to wake up. And if it's not now, then when? Why are you putting off your dreams? A regret from people living their dreams is not starting soon enough. Hypothetically, if you're going to take a certain amount of discipline, action, and focus, when will you start pursuing your dreams? I'll ask it another way. If you knew it was going to take you walking 500 miles to get everything you wanted, when would you start walking? The system doesn't want you disciplined. It wants you disorganized. It doesn't want you in action. It wants you sedated. And it doesn't want you focused. It wants you distracted. Big food companies don't care about your health. They want you hungry, eating addictive foods with empty calories. Big Pharma doesn't want you healed. They want you sick enough you'll come back, but not too sick you'll die. Because healed and dead customers are lost profits. Do you think social media wants you fulfilled? They want you addicted like a crackhead to your phone. You don't need more comfort. You need a purpose to spring out of bed. Here's your red pill. You are the problem, and you are the solution. No one is coming to save you, and no one owes you anything. No one is going to carry you to the finish line, especially if you don't bring yourself to the starting line. Your health, your relationships, your impact, and your finances are all your accountability and your responsibility if you want different outcomes. If you don't start fighting for your life today, don't be surprised when you're on your deathbed regretting you waited. Good thing is there's still time, but you're getting less every moment. Every moment you get to choose. Will you use it wastefully or productively? Will you waste or leverage the time you have left? Don't tell yourself you're going to try, because trying is impossible. You either do it or you don't. Trying is just a half-assed attempt with excuses not to do it. And don't dabble. Dabble's like putting your foot in the water and feeling the temperature's not comfortable, and then never jumping in. You have to go all in. Become who you're meant to be before you're numbed down. Discover who you are. Discover who you want to become, regardless of the circumstances, situations, and conditions you think you have. Then take inspired and consistent actions towards who you want to become. Inevitably, there'll be problems. Those will be problems related to your growth. The alternative is you do nothing and you get problems related to dying. If this impacted you, don't sit there. Don't go to the next video, and don't wait for your life to get better. Do something now. If you think someone can benefit from this video, share it. If you found something helpful, comment. And if you want to know when my next video is going to be published, subscribe. Most importantly, make a conscious decision to be better. Start eating and acting like your success depends on it, because it does. If you're ready to stop dying slowly and start living powerfully, welcome to your new life. Goodbye for now. Go be healthy, powerful, and live on purpose.